giving it to the community and stuff like that. You know, really can't argue with them making bad music. So, I mean, if you want to talk crap about the genre, or you want to talk shit and saying that it's not good music, do me a favor, and everybody else who likes the music, read the lyrics, listen to it actually, and then have a fucking opinion. I mean, come on, man. Like, there's no reason just to generically say what metal is, unless you actually know it. So.
Okay, this is probably one of the most notorious topics that any metalhead can talk about, which is probably who's the better musicians out of the two, Megadeth or Metallica. I'm not gonna tell you who's better or nothing like that. I'm just gonna say, you know, hey, give respect them both of the bands. They are the reason why thrash metal's alive today. And I mean, of course, you can't forget Anthrax and Slayer, but you have to remember that Metallica was the first one. I mean, you had as your frontman Dave Mustaine, Cliff Burton, you got Lars, and you have James. So I mean, they started off, and there's always a lot of people say that you know, Dave wrote the Kill 'Em All. Now, I don't know if it was all of it, but I'm pretty sure that he wrote most of it, considering that the riffs that they wrote. I mean, you know, James is not really the best rhythm guitarist, but I mean, I know he can write that stuff. But at that time, it was Dave Mustaine who was the better musician out of all of them, and as a unit, they grew into Metallica. I'm not saying that Dave Mustaine is Metallica. I'm not saying that Cliff Burton and James aren't real good musicians, as well as Lars. I'm just saying Metallica was a unit. It wasn't one person. When Mustaine left, he got fired by Metallica due to like drinking, drug abuse, and violent behavior. He was pretty much, you know, really took off. Of course, I mean, they were just about to get famous. They were about to go and take their No Life Till demo and make it their Kill 'Em All album, which was Metallica's debut, which pretty much made the scene. He was ticked. I mean, they used all those songs that he wrote and whatnot. So I mean, who wouldn't be like messed up or pissed off and whatnot? So what he did, he formed a band, which we all know is Megadeth. He had drummer Gar Samuelson. He had bassist David Elfison, and then you had Chris Poland, which was Gar's good friend. This band, I think, was really good riff-wise, because I mean, it was Dave who wrote the riffs for Metallica, so him being really wanting Metallica's blood, he wouldn't just try to make a faster, louder, you know, band. I mean, and they were good. They're still good. They're amazing. And I think out of the two bands, Megadeth, as long as they've both been running for a long time. I mean, you know, Metallica came out with Death Magnet, and you know, right now, Megadeth is currently has United Abomination. And if you really hear the lyrically, I think that that Metallica, lyric-wise, their vocals have matured, but in a way to where, like, they're saying, you know, we're getting old, we're just doing this because we are the first, and we're not gonna stop until we die. Like, it's kind of like not a giving up kind of vocals, but it's like, okay, they're old, but they still sound great, whatever, you know. Whereas Megadeth, I mean, since Killing Is My Business to United Abomination, you know, Mustaine still has that kind of like rabid, angry kind of voice still. Like it's still the same, which is kind of cool because their voice never changed. I mean, some of the speed. I mean, if you look, Killing Is My Business to United Abominations. I mean, yeah, they matured lyric-wise. It's not all about like insane, crazy. It's they went more that political route. Whereas Metallica is still angry and whatnot, which is fine. There's no problem with it. I'm just saying. Other than that, that's really all I'm gonna say historically about the band. What I want to know. I always had a couple questions. If Kurt was to stay in Exodus and Dave Mustaine was to stay in Metallica, how would Metallica sound? I mean, Kirk and James are really good writers and whatnot, but I mean, like, if Mustaine was still in there, I mean, and if he wasn't so crazy with his like partying and whatnot and didn't get fired, I mean, how would they sound? Would they be a better band than they are now, or would Metallica be heavier? 'Cause, I mean, we all know that people change their sound once they get famous, and I mean, if you take the first, Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, all the way to maybe Metallica, which I think is like the end of Metallica's like reign of godliness. But I mean, it's my opinion, it's fine, but I'm just saying, like, I really didn't like Load or Reload or Saint Anger. It's just, I don't really like Metallica, but would they sound a lot better with Dave Mustaine? And to play the flip side on that, I mean, it's sad to say that this guy's already dead, but I mean, Cliff Burton, if the original lineup was together, what would they sound like? And I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with that. Go ahead and comment it down there. Trying to do a lot of spam, but yeah, that's what I want to know. I just want a healthy discussion on who do you think analytically is the best band, Metallica or Megadeth. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys for looking at Metal Chalice TV episode 1. If you want to get fed with more stuff about thrash metal, underground thrash, modern thrash, Teutonic thrash, any kind of thrash metal, and some death metal, go ahead and tap the subscription bar. Yeah, thanks. Hope you guys like it. Please leave a nice, comment, and if you don't like it, please just don't rant about how bad the scene is or whatnot. So, give it a good rap. You guys don't have to excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and put on some more packets on my trusty little young jacket here. So I'll see you guys. Stay happy. Peace.